Hi, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, let me
How's your day
introduce.
going so far? And how's the
Yeah,
weather in your place?
the weather in my place is actually very good today. I mean, it's a little bit cold, not very hot today. So we are able to go out today. And yeah, everything is going fine, smooth. How about you? How is it everything over there?
Yeah, it's pretty cold here as well. So as it is January, but yeah, after a few days it would be okay. So I don't like winters to be honest. It's very difficult because you
Okay.
have to take care of yourself all the time, having cap on, jumpers, jackets,
Actually, I
or
like
socks, a lot
winters.
of things. Many people do, of
Yeah.
course. You're not
Okay.
the actually, many people like it because they like eating food in winters, they like sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
So, like that.
I wanted to tell you something. Actually, you are one of the inspiration for me to do this conversational video. You and Shanta ma'am. I used to
Oh,
watch,
thank you.
you two people's videos.
Oh, thank you so much. It
Yeah,
means a lot to me.
nice, brother. Yeah, let me introduce myself. So far, we haven't got
Mhm.
introduced. Yeah, my name is Ramachandran. I'm from Tamil Nadu. I'm working in the software industry, and also I have this YouTube channel, and I post English-related content, especially the conversational videos. Obviously, you're knowing, but still, I just wanted to introduce myself. Yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, where do you live in Tamil Nadu? Is it Chennai?
No, it's the name of my city is Erode. It's near to Coimbatore. Coimbatore is a famous city. I mean, other than Chennai, Coimbatore is the
That I
next
know.
famous city. Yeah. So my place is closer to Coimbatore. It's around 100 kilometers.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Have you
Coimbatore
ever
is a
been to Tamil
very
Nadu?
famous place. No, I have never been there, but
Okay.
I have had some students.
Oh, okay. Great, great, great. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'll introduce myself. So,
I
as you
know it
know,
very
my
well.
name is Ashutosh
Yeah, please.
Trivedi, and I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I have completed my master's degree in English literature recently in mid of 2024. And about my YouTube channel, even though I am doing the same, and I run a YouTube channel that focuses on spoken English conversations mainly,
Mhm.
where I make more and more conversations to help myself along with the viewers. And about my profession, so after completing my masters, even though I have been doing it quite for some time, but after that I started focusing completely on taking one-on-one sessions for my students. So I train people online. So that's what I do.
Oh,
So I'm doing two things nowadays, focusing on my YouTube channel, and the second thing, I conduct online sessions for my students. Yeah,
oh, that's really great, bro. Okay, so how many sessions do you take in a day?
yeah, it depends. To be honest, it depends on my mood.
Okay.
And I'm not a kind of person who wants to work a lot, like 8 hours, 10 hours. I can't do it, to be honest. And only I conduct sometimes five and sometimes seven. It depends. Sometimes I feel like if my students are leaving and I have only few students, but I don't post or leave or just, that please join me now. So if I would feel, then I would leave actually the community post again that you can join me. So that's how it works. Generally five or sometimes seven, it depends. So that's how it works. Because I'm not very much into it, I would say I do not take like 10 or 20 sessions back to back, like 7, 7:30, then 7:30 to 8.
Yeah,
Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't.
that's really difficult to do because I mean I don't take sessions. I have this conversational calls. Mostly I try to make 2 to 3 conversation calls in a day and only if I'm available. And if I take more than 3 calls, that's all. I would be so exhausted. I'll be so tired. I won't be able to make the fourth call. So I've experienced that. That's why I'm asking you how many sessions. I mean, if you take 5 sessions, that's really incredible, bro.
Yeah, because what I feel, if you do 7, 8, 10 sessions, you could do it, but you would not be able to give your energy there. You
Right.
wouldn't be that energetic. It would become somewhat like, hi, what are you doing? Or something like that. So you would not be able to give your 120% in every single conversation. Even though I have done a lot of conversations with the clapping or trainers and all, I used to do it. Sometimes
Yeah.
I also felt when I did five or six, oh my goodness, I was not
Okay.
able to do it well. And when I would watch my conversation, I would not be happy with it. So I
Right.
remember when you would do only a single conversation in a day, that would be so energetic.
Right. You would be fully engaged in it. And the fourth,
Yeah.
fifth conversations would be you'd be in autopilot mode. You just answer the questions and ask the repeated questions. It's going to be like that. You won't be actively engaged in the conversation. I've felt that. I'm sorry about the noise. Actually, there is a bus passing by. My house is very closer to the road.
Oh,
Are you hearing some noise, like bus horn or
yes.
anything? Okay.
Mhm.
The guy is still over there. He's not moving.
Okay, so you can see from
Yeah,
just,
this
do
is
you have a window in front of you?
yeah. There is a window. Yeah, I'm in
Okay,
the top floor. I can see the bus.
okay.
Yeah, and okay, I want to ask you one thing. Like you said, you've spoken to. I mean, you've spoken with a lot of people, and especially native speakers, right? Like
Hmm.
to get to that level that you have, approximately how many sessions have you taken so far? Like how many people that you have spoken with? I mean, I'm talking about the native speakers.
Native speakers, I would say, native speakers, I can say more than 20 and 30 people, maybe, if I
Mhm.
would, in the past 4 or 5 years. So I did not talk with a lot of people, but some of them became my good friends. So I
Okay.
talk to them frequently. That's what the thing is. I have an international community now. So where I can talk to them anytime, whenever I want to. I have their number. I have actually, the personal bonding with them. So actually, it's always important rather than talking with the more and more people, just try to become friend with one, so you'll
Hmm.
get a lot of help. So I have some friends now, and they give me the correction and they give me feedback, which is really good for me. And
Okay.
yes, so because I got many friends from the platforms like Clubhouse, Hi Local, Tandem,
Hmm.
Halo, Hello Talk. So I tried multiple platforms where you'll get some international people. Of course, you get a lot of people from the South Asian countries, but few people you would get who want to do social service, or maybe they want to do some research, they want to understand that how people are learning English and all those things. That's
Okay.
how I got some people. And nowadays what I do, even though sometimes I find some YouTube channels and I write them mail, and if they are happy, so I do conversation with them.
Okay. I've recently seen your videos that you were speaking with this Australian, I guess. An Australian? Have you ever
Scott, guy.
Scottish? Okay, yeah. Okay, how did you get to know about these people? I mean, are you using any particular platform to speak with those people, or you're just simply writing emails and get their reply?
Yes, before that, I had a conversation with a guy like Colin. He is also from Scotland. So I
Hmm.
got him from the YouTube because I was watching his videos. Then I thought, like, why can't I text him to have
Okay.
conversation? And then I did, and he agreed. So that's how, because if you are targeting some small channels, they would be happy to be with you, even though,
Okay.
like, yeah, that's what the thing is. So I got some. And second thing, as I said, I have been using Clubhouse for more than 2 or 3 years. So when I
Hmm.
used to have conversation there, I got some friends. So now I have international community. So I have a friend from USA. So he is a kind of, I would say, community builder. He
Okay.
is just creating a lot of groups on Telegram or WhatsApp. So we introduce to, like, one another. Like if somebody is joining, he will tell me about that. Oh, that Emma joined from her, like, that place, or that lady from Philippines, she joined. So that's how we know each other. And then we
Okay.
talk to each other also on these platforms. Sometimes there are group calls on WhatsApp, or so. Moreover, we are like friends now. So we
Okay.
know each other, we talk to each other, we try to help each other. So if somebody wants to start a YouTube channel, maybe I'll give them idea that how it works. That's how
Right.
it is. So
Right.
it is
Right.
a community now. And apart from this, the same thing. You need to go and find out some YouTube channels. And if you see, they can maybe respond to you. Or some people are very happy because their channel is different and they want to have a conversation. It's like a virtual podcasting, right? So
Right.
some
Right.
people
Right.
would be happy to join you. So that's how it works.
That's really great, bro. Okay. Okay. I wanted to ask you something. I forgot that question. Okay. Leave that. What was that? Okay, so yeah, this is what I want. Okay, for a beginner, what are all the steps would you suggest? Okay, how can they start learning English?
Yeah, for the beginners, the first and most important thing is they should identify their level, that what is their level. That some people go to CBSE schools, so
Hmm.
they are pretty good in writing and they understand the language a bit. comparison to the people who go to vernacular medium schools like
Yeah.
Tamil, Hindi. So they are actually they have the fear actually, towards the English as a subject and as a language both. So for them it is very difficult, but they need to find out their level. If their basics are clear with the grammar, they can directly go for the speaking. But if they feel like they don't know, then they should go through few things like modal verbs, tenses,
Hmm.
and part of speech a bit, that how it works, subject verb agreement and all those things, and then they can try to speak with the people. So the first and most important thing is just identify your level. Then if you think like you don't know anything about the grammar, just go through it a little bit, not try don't try to master it, because it's going to take years and years if you want to master English
Yeah.
grammar. And then after doing something, then you can start listening to the English content, listen
Okay.
to the English content as much as you can, and then try to watch videos. Why watching? Because watching is going to help you to learn non-verbal communication skills. Because some people I have seen, they are good speakers, but they don't know that how to present themselves. So
Right.
when
Right.
you are listening to good speakers, you are learning that how you can present yourself in front of others. So the first listening, then watching content, and then speaking to people. There are many platforms which I said already, Tandem, and I would
Hmm.
say this
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse,
Right.
HiLocal, or CV, Speakify, and Joe Skills, Be Angrage, Real
Oh,
Life English, many, of course,
I've
Free
never
for
used any
Talk.
of these platforms actually. This is the first time I'm hearing about those platforms. I've seen some of the platforms. I've used the Civi app for some time. I mean, not. I mean, I've tried only for 2 days, and it was kind of boring because most of the people what they do is, they just introduce themselves, and mostly if it is a boy, they disconnect. I think they are most
Yes.
of them they are looking for girls to talk, I guess. And after the introduction, also they disconnect. So I stopped using that application.
Yeah,
And
it's very difficult
yeah,
exactly to find some sincere communicators over there.
yeah. And also, I just want to know, do you think grammar is very important? I mean, in the beginning stage, do you think we have to learn grammar also?
Grammar plays a vital role in every single language.
Hmm.
Maybe you can learn it directly or indirectly. That's up to you. Okay. If
Hmm.
you think by listening to the content, by reading English books, you can get the grammar well, then you can do it. But sometimes I feel what there are two methods. First, you can go through it, or just practical method is start speaking and then get feedback from somebody, maybe from the trainer or from somebody who's better than you, that in which field you need to work on, that past indefinite or this and that. Some people make a lot of mistakes with the prepositions, so then they should go and check it out. Of course, even though after knowing the concept also it would be very difficult to execute, but at
Yeah.
least you should know your problems and you should work on them. So grammar is important, but I would say not that important that you should be always stuck with the grammar. that's
Okay.
that's not going to work. Because for me, to be honest, I started speaking English from the first day onwards. That was the day 29th April 2020. I started
Okay.
my
How do you
journey on the
remember the
platform
date?
because I wrote all those things in my
Okay.
diary.
Okay. That's cool.
Because from the first day onwards, I was just jotting down everything. Like I practiced that many hours. I joined this platform today, so
Okay.
I have the notes of that because I was sure that it is going to work in future, and I'll be telling all those things.
So you
So
started as a beginner, or you were intermediate level already when you were starting? I mean, when you were actively engaged on this conversation and learning, the other stuffs.
it's very difficult for me to say like who is beginner and who is intermediate, to be honest. When somebody
Okay.
asks me this question, it is very difficult for me to identify. So for me was also, I cannot say, but I did not speak English before. Okay,
Okay.
that was it. So means I passed my 12th in 2019. I worked really hard in CBSE exam. I scored
Mhm.
good. I scored like 90 out of 100. Okay, so means I was good, somewhat good as a student of English subject, but I did not try speaking English. When I went to university, I, I of course, I got some cases where I was not able to speak, and I used to always look at my classmates who would speak good English. So I
Okay.
did, and I was dominantly, and I was really proud of speaking Hindi, to be honest.
Hmm.
I always used to think, why English? Why
Yeah.
should I follow their language? That was my mindset before.
Yeah.
But when I went to university, then I felt no, it's only the language. It can be a barrier if you don't know the English. You cannot talk to people. So that's how I started. So I was not very good in it. I was not able to understand all these basic questions also. I was not able to introduce myself well. So I can
Okay.
consider myself a beginner. But I was confident because I scored good. So I had confidence, and I had this confidence always that I would be able to do it. So
Okay. Were
that's
you
how I
able to talk
started.
with people just like how you're talking during that time? Were you able to talk with people like this? Did you have
Not
that
at all, man.
confidence? No? Okay.
Not at all. Uh, Already, of course, there are a lot of videos 4 years ago, and now people can just people tell me. Sometimes people come to me and they tell me like, Ashutosh, I'm just going through your journey and I watched your videos and I see like now you have improved. I say like, thank you. So
Yeah.
because yes, huge difference is there. Like it's been 4.5 years, so it was completely different. At that time, I was not able to talk. I was not able to understand questions sometimes, whatever the people were asking. And what, as you said, I used to do this only 5 minutes conversation, that
Mhm.
introduction part, what is your goal, what is like, fathers do, and all those things. And then conversation would end. In those platforms, you cannot go for a very long conversation. People are not very much interested in it. So
Yeah.
I enjoy, like, I joined that Buddy Talk. It was named as Buddy Talk. And I used that application for 15 days. In 15 days, I was able to complete this basic stage where I would be able to introduce myself only in a
Mhm,
good
mhm.
manner. Then I moved to another platform that was, I would say, Halo. There I got some opportunities to interact with some native speakers, three or
Okay.
four, one from Australia, one from USA, or one from UK. So it was very confidence boosting thing for me. I was so happy. It was my
Mhm.
dream speaking
Okay.
with the native speakers, of course. So that's how, when there also I did a lot of practice, I used to interact with the people. That's how I learned. So I have completed around more than 20,000 conversations till now. So by doing
Wow.
conversations only, I have learned English.
20,000 conversations means, I mean, how many conversations in a day then? Maybe around 10 or 15? More than that?
Yes, of course. Previously, when I started my journey, I used to speak with the people for 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and one day I did for 10 hours. That was my
Okay.
record.
This is what I mean. I've already heard this. I mean, I've seen one of your video and you said the same thing. Like you spoke around 10 hours. Sometimes. This is what I wanted to ask. Okay, how did you get this liking for this language? Why do you want to learn this language so badly like that?
Because few things happened with me when I was at university. I was part of BHU, Banaras Hindu University. So it
Okay.
is an international university, and students come from other states and other countries as well. So
Hmm.
one day I was in a queue of bank, and there was a guy from, I don't know which, maybe other country or other state, but
Hmm.
he wanted to ask me something, and
Okay.
he said, "Can you speak English?" I was able to understand that he was trying to say something regarding or asking something in the bank, but I confidently said, no, I can't. And
Okay.
at that time, I enjoyed saying no. I was very confident. I told this incident to my friends that
Okay.
somebody asked me and I said no. But later, I felt, oh my
And you replied
goodness,
him in English? No, I can't.
somewhat, yeah, like
Okay.
no, 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 like that, not full sentence. No,
Okay.
that's what I denied. So,
Yeah.
but later I thought like if anybody would be having problem, I would not be able to answer them. So it is a language barrier that I realized later. But I enjoyed that thing with my friends that he asked me and I said no, like that. So
Okay.
that was the first case. Then I felt no, I need English to understand the pain of people, to make them understand something. If I want to say something to them, I need to learn this English. If I
Right.
want to interact with the foreigners, and if I want to tell what India is, I need to learn English. All those things were there in my mind. And always I used to say when I started my journey that I want to see myself as an international speaker, or I want to go on big stage. That's
You
how the
already have a
motivation.
quality of actually to become an international speaker. I can say that very confidently.
Oh, thank you. So kind
Yeah.
of you.
No, it's not
So
a kind.
that's
I mean,
how.
I'm talking the truth.
Yeah, that's how I started. And
Yeah.
second case happened when there was a sports meet, and two of the professors, they were talking to each other. And one of my friends and I, we were looking at their faces that how nicely they were talking. I thought, like, wow, amazing.
Okay.
But after a minute, I felt, oh my God, like what am I doing? I should work on myself. I'm a student of bachelor's degree. Why can't I speak good English? But I came back, but my friend was still enjoying and looking at their faces. He said, like,
Okay.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I said, like, okay, it's up to you. And I went back, but unfortunately, I did not get a lot of time due to my
Mhm.
degree. I was pursuing BCom honors accounting, and I was pretty serious at that time. Fortunately, unfortunately, I came back due to COVID-19. I
Okay.
was back for holy vacation, and then we got the notice that we wouldn't be able to go back due to COVID-19. Then
Mhm.
2 months I spent enjoying the music, as I like music a lot. But after 2 months, I felt, why shouldn't I work on something which is going to give me a lot of benefits in future if I would be alive? Because at that time, most of the people were confused that would they be alive in future, or what was that. So
Yeah,
most of
right.
the people were talking about the death, somebody died, and
It scared the
I
shit
cannot
out of the
say
people.
anything. So
Yeah.
then I thought of working on my communication skills, and why I started working so hard, that this was my thought:
Mhm.
rather than working 8 hours for somebody else, I would love to work for myself.
Correct.
So because people are
That's
doing
true.
job for 8 hours and 10 hours, so I thought if I would work for myself, like for 8 hours, I'll get something different in my life. So
Right,
that's why
right.
I started writing down all those things in my diary that today I did conversation for 8 hours, 6 hours, and 7 hours, and how I used to count that. I would do a lot of conversations because I was the part of many WhatsApp groups, more than 50 WhatsApp groups in those days.
Mhm.
So where people used to interact with one another, and I would just do more than 10 calls, and then I would write the timing of it: 52
Okay.
minutes, 53 minutes. I would actually add all those things, and then I will deduct some time, that may be hello, hi, bye, or some connection glitch. So then I will write down in my diary that today I had
Okay, you want
conversation
to
of
know what are
480
the, I
minutes.
mean, the proper conversation you had. You want to know that exact time frame. You note it down.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh,
Hmm. I
cool.
used to write down to understand that how many hours I spoke English today. So
Okay.
one day it was around 600 minutes, so which was around 10 hours. So
Damn.
in span of 24 hours, yes.
That means you started talking in the morning and you ended it in the evening or at night.
Whole
The
day,
whole
of
day,
course.
whole
I
day.
got problem in my right ear. Maybe you have heard in some videos,
Yeah,
because I
I know
used
that.
to use neckband a lot, from the 6 a.m. in the morning to 11:30 or 11, like 12 at night, like that. So that's why I got the hole in my ear strum. That's how it
Oh,
is.
okay. Even I have a problem in my right ear. It's because of the headphone. I'm using headphone constantly. So what happened? I'm getting this itchiness in my right ear all the time when I use the headphone for more than an hour or more than 2 hours. So that's the reason I always keep like this. But today I'm keeping like this. I always keep like this usually when I listen to someone's speech or anything. I don't keep it
So,
directly on my
so why
ears.
are you keeping it today for both
Now,
ears?
this is the second call, right? So now it's okay for me. But
Okay.
maybe in
So
another
better,
10.
why can't you buy actually, the headset for the 1 year thing? It's
Uh,
available in the market. I
yeah,
am
that.
planning to buy it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not sure if I can use that because I want to hear the voice from both the ears. If it is only one-sided, it'll be like talking in a phone call or something. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, I'm not okay with that.
But I don't want to take that risk again, even though my eardrum is getting healed, but I don't want to take that risk again, to be honest.
Right, right, right. Great, bro. Okay, I see it's already around 23 minutes now. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, maybe we will do another conversation for that. So
Sure, sure, sure. Actually, I've got to know a lot about you today. I mean, I used to watch your videos. I mean, not all the videos. Some of the videos, whenever I get free time, I watch your videos, and I know a lot of stuffs about you. But today, I've got. It looks like an interview, actually.
thank
Yeah,
you. It's so kind of you. I like giving answers all the time.
no problem, brother. Yep. Okay, then have a great day. Then we'll have another session maybe next time, next week or somewhere.
Sure.
Yep. It was really
Sure.
nice talking with
Okay.
you, brother. Yep.
Same here. So bye bye. Take
Yeah.
care.
Take care. Have a great day.